Hello, fellow Star Wars fans. My name is Starrapter, and welcome to the channel. This is my reaction to Star Wars Visions, a brand new Star Wars anime anthology airing this September on Disney+. Let's check out the special look trailer.
Star Wars Visions is going to be an exciting anime anthology series coming to Disney Plus in September. Japanese animation inspired a lot of the people at Lucasfilm over the years. We loved the idea of seeing Star Wars expressed in that way.
Each one of these studios that we approached, we found hardcore Star Wars fans. They all had a story they wanted to tell.
初めてスター・ウォーズの企画って言ったらもうあれなんかこのような夢のようなことができるのかなというふうにはちょっと思いましたね。
いやもうついに来たなと、もう待ってました。
その時の提案の内容がこれスター・ウォーズでこれやっていいのかっていうなんか面白いものだったんで。
We were looking for something from the heart and soul of the individual creators. They are their visions through the lens of Star Wars.
There are so many genres at play. Big and bold, romantic and sweeping, funny, comedic.
で、この作品独自の、スタイルとしては、ロックオペラということで、
日本の山岳文化みたいなことをしっかり描けたらな。
万国教の双子が生まれて、これがどうなるのかというのが基本的な設定ですね。
ライトセーバーって子供の夢が詰まったガジェットだと思うんですよね。でそれをさらに今回僕はもうちょっと和のテイストみたいなものを。
We try to have some retro vintage feeling. We couldn't skip the Astro Boy influence. People love Astro Boy.
どちらかといえば自分は最初象徴的な意味を、さっき言ったように、人間の姿をしてない主人公にしたかった。
スター・ウォーズみたいな時代劇を作りたいマスターとパダワンが未知の敵みたいなのに遭遇するっていうお話ですね。本当に最後はスター・ウォーズあれば、本望だったなとは思います。
We feel so fortunate to be working with these filmmakers. There are so many opportunities to reflect Japanese storytelling in a Star Wars universe.
Star Wars Visions is completely different than everything else in Star Wars storytelling. Audiences will fall in love with it.
So there you have it, Star Wars Visions. It is coming out September 22nd. I looked at the press release on StarWars.com. So they are actually dropping all episodes on September 22nd. So we've never seen that with Star Wars before. So with that out of the way, I'm going to get this out of the way. I am not an anime fan. I've never really watched much more than Pokemon. I'm just not a big fan of the characters with the big eyes, with the different kind of wacky personalities and stuff, over the topness of anime. I never got into it, and that's not any slight against the creators or the fans around the world. It's just not a genre or medium that I ever really got into. But hey, maybe that's what they're trying to get. The person like myself that loves Star Wars, maybe this is kind of like that gateway for them to get into more anime. Because I got to give them props for the amount of variety that I've seen and just the glimpses of these different concept art stills here. We have stuff that's like romance. We have stuff that seems like it's epic saga-like spanning type of adventures, and even like a Tatooine rock rhapsody, like really crazy stuff like that. So I think there's a lot to offer here for the fan of anime in general that maybe doesn't even know about Star Wars. Maybe there's somebody from the opposite realm where I'm sitting right here. Maybe they don't know about Star Wars and this is their way in. So it's great that Lucasfilm is always looking to be creative, where they're bringing in more fans, people from different cultures and whatnot to get into Star Wars. Another thing that it's worth mentioning is, as you've been watching the concept art, it is mentioned, this isn't on the timeline of continuity that we currently have in Star Wars. And it's very significant to say that, because this is the first time we're really seeing something like on-screen post 2014 when Disney declared that all the current stuff is Legends. So this is the first thing that we're seeing on screen that is technically, I guess, Legends, if you want to call it that. Again, not slighting any of the creators, because these people are going through great work, and just because something's not canon doesn't mean it's not good. So that's where, I think some of us might get trapped into that sometimes, be like, hey, it's not part of the continuity, I don't have to watch this. I think there's going to be very good reason to watch these, because you watch all those behind the scene reels, all those creators are huge fans of Star Wars. You see it in their work, you see the amount, the detail and everything that's going into it. These are going to be really cool stories to watch, and something that's fresh for the franchise that we haven't seen before. It's neat that they're actually, paying homage to and give credit where credit is due, right? George Lucas got inspired by creators like Akira Kurosawa, who did The Hidden Fortress and Seven Samurai. So it's nice to see that, Lucasfilm is actually acknowledging us for the first time officially, like, hey, we're actually going to go out of our way to get these Japanese creators during a pandemic. By the way, I watched the 30-minute panel that they had talking about this at the Anime Expo Light online, and they were talking about how they never even met with these creators once. They're doing all the sound mixing, everything remotely, and they all did this within a year. So that's insane to me how they're actually able to do this. But yeah, very curious, and it's cool to see Lucasfilm kind of going out of the boundary a little bit, trying to get out of their comfort zone and giving creators from a different culture kind of the rights to kind of go where they want. And I think it is right to give them that kind of agency into storytelling, to where they're not, held down by the canon, they're not held down by the official timeline, and it can really tell the stories that really matter to them and that really speak to them. So what do you guys think of the Star Wars Visions special look? Tell me in the comment section down below. For more on Star Wars, you can subscribe to the channel here, where I talk about Star Wars on a weekly basis. I talk about the books, the comics, the video games, pretty much everything Star Wars I'm talking about. So make sure you go ahead and check out that content, and do subscribe to the channel if you like what I have to say. Plus, I have a weekly Star Wars podcast, and you better believe this upcoming episode, this Friday at 9 o'clock Eastern, we will be breaking down this Visions panel and the special look, and talking about what we like and maybe what we disliked about what we've seen. We also have those episodes available of the podcast to download every Monday. You can find them on Apple Podcasts, on Google Podcasts, on Spotify, etc. That is going to do for me, Starrapter. Thank you so much for watching, and may the Force be with you always. Thanks for checking out the video. Please hit that thumbs up symbol. It helps me know that I'm making content that you guys enjoy. And if you enjoyed this video, I also include 2 videos down below you guys should check out. And please consider subscribing to this channel. It helps support me, and it notifies you guys of when I get new videos up on the channel. You can also contact me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Starrapter.